Right, before we begin properly, there are like two bookkeeping things. Rather, one bookkeeping, one just to mention to Cap what happened. And I need to mention, you love JP, but I remember back when I ran the first Pathfinder campaign in this like setting, so to speak, I did have an idea of like I basically called it Shadowverse essentially. And that was like almost a decade ago, so
Great minds think alike.
but yeah. Bookkeeping note, I think I'm feeling better, but as you can hear, it's like on and off things, so even if I do feel better, it's like the coughing just doesn't want to let me go. Especially since it turned out that one of the co-workers, not in the same department, but like they were sitting at the same table with us during the like holiday party, so to speak. I like the proper translation. Yeah, turns out they have COVID.
Oh, cool.
COVID.
We love those.
Yay, COVID.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I already had it twice back when it first started, during those first years, and I'm like, yeah, it's like hold on, I need to like look up translation for gripa in English. Flu. Yeah, it's like a new seasonal flu essentially for me.
Seasonal COVID.
Yeah, it's gonna be seasonal essentially.
I mean, yeah, it's never gonna go away now that it's out there.
I mean, yeah, it can, but you know, people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So it's not like it won't. It's just people have to work 10 times harder now because other people are dumb.
Yeah, so that's one bookkeeping stuff. As for what Cap has missed, well, for one, I did mention, and vaguely in the distance, player characters can see massive Titanic figures moving very slowly, at least from their perception, on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans of Fire, Earth, and then in the north, Ice. And that was that. What else? I was not in the best shape last season, and my focus was out of whack. There was an encounter with Umbrals. Sadly, Hanami rolled one of the types of wild magic that I personally feel very bad about it, as it happens.
Yeah, the kind that are permanent.
I mean, not the permanent type, the one that's, teleporting you to basically like getting you out of, locking you out of combat essentially, kind of like RP locking you.
It's like when an enemy casts the maze spell and you're just like, well,
Yep.
I'm here, I guess.
I die. Guess I'll just stay here.
Guess I'll die.
So yeah, basically there was some fighting with umbral creatures, and then I believe the idea was to like not, at least for now, do not continue moving like directly on the road, like closer to the coast, but just like cut it through here, like
Yumps.
probably like go partially away from the road and move somewhat inland. Is there anything else I'm missing?
No, that's pretty much what we did. Oh,
Yeah.
well, not pretty much. That is what we did.
Yeah.
And we saw a bunch of things, but
oh yeah, there were some
of
like
no importance apparently.
basically miscellaneous like random encounters along the way, but nothing that proved to be any challenge to you.
And we met some new friends, the Umbral people. They were not so nice.
Yeah, that was the main.
We never want to meet them again.
We probably will, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that you don't have to worry about your ration tracker. Church was handling that. So you should be good on that front. Yep. Right. Are you still loading in, JP? Or are you like for now doing something else? in the
Oh,
background.
Yeah, load in while you're
yes.
dead, little dummy.
No, like I clicked it, but I didn't realize I wasn't logged in.
Oh, I see.
Why does it log me off? I've tried.
And I think,
Didn't quit.
just to refresh my memory, that Cap was present during the session where essentially the hive kids
Mhm.
actually turned into a hive mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright. So unless there are other questions or things that we need to discuss at the start, let us roll out as another early dawn comes by after taking a rest. Because yes, if you, for whatever reason, if you didn't, you can click a long rest in case you if you are injured or have some resources spent.
I do have some, so I'll just. Even if you are fully healed, you should do it in case you need hit die back.
Yeah, we take a long rest.
Big eep.
Big EP.
Yeah, you did during that night that just passed. Again, you have good enough rolls and survival skills to quite easily, at least in this case, find a secured place to rest and stay covered from whatever danger might lurk around. And you are not that bothered by the howling sound, the namesake of this entire region, as it is called, the Howling Barrows. Yeah, but the sound of wind doesn't disturb you, at least this night. And in the morning, you pack up your camp, gather up your group, set the kids on the cart, and then move out. And I imagine probably after an hour or so, you will be turning to the left and going away from the Golden Trail and trying to find shortcuts, essentially, or basically figuring out the best possible path as you travel more interior, more through the land. It is not to say that there is nothing out there. The existence of such a route obviously meant that as this colonization was going on, plenty of small settlements, hamlets propped up. Some of them didn't survive the test of time even before the apocalypse. Some of them were abandoned, some of them were torn down and whatnot. But it is definitely possible that if you look good enough, you would be able to see signs of civilization around you as you will be as you will be traveling through the grasslands, some small hills, occasional bog, but nothing too serious. I'm just a very small tidbit. So, you know the drill. Who wants to make the main survival check and who is helping?
I hit.
As you
I
are,
think I have the best survival with +10.
trying to
don't know.
carve the path forwards.
With no objections, I shall roll.
Roll.
All right. Okay. Yeah, yes, you are able to. Even though there are no, you do not find like cobblestone paths, like roads, actual roads, but you're able to spot plenty of beaten dirt roads, paths that were quite easy. You can spot them that they were used. Some of them even quite recently, and by that I mean in the last several weeks or so. And mostly because of them, you're able to navigate around more treacherous terrain. You're able to avoid getting into any swamp, or basically avoid areas that would basically bog you down, pardon the pun, or rather, or make your cart sink into the muddy ground. And as we are traveling, just for posterity's sake, because I know that we know what Fruit is doing and Beatrix is helping. During those journeys, I'm not even asking like anything special, but what does Gerard and Hanami do?
I mean, I'm just chilling out. I don't really have much to do.
Same. Hanami just disassociates the entire time.
Mood.
It's like, scenery.
Scenery.
So maybe I'll specify. Are you chilling just on the cart, or perhaps are you flying up above and doing like aerial scouting?
No, I'm beside the cart. I would just be.
I guess I'll area.
I guess.
I guess I'll fly.
Sarah,
You
at
have to.
some point you cut for me, so I'm not sure if I heard the entire thing. I heard that Hanami is
No,
like
they're just
beside the
chilling
cart,
beside
but
the cart.
okay.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I'll do a big fly.
All right. Let's see.
This is a very stupid question. Have we ever rolled a 69 on the encounter table yet?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so. No.
Damn.
Missed
I want to know what
opportunity.
the funny number is. It's just like 4 flumps.
Apologies, give me just a second. There's something I apparently need to do right
find
now
a,
in terms of like
Rogue
real life.
tiki bar.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
We find a really nice casino.
Don't make my real life into a game, church.
Sorry.
No, you're great. It's just like I just can look out my window. It's like, oh look, the 400-foot building downtown.
Wow.
Oh no.
I go to D&D to escape. Okay.
Yeah, I just well done. Does anyone in here play Dwarf Fortress, the new one?
No, but I enjoy watching it.
Okay, so there's
I have-
so they're bringing adventure mode into it. But
Oh, okay.
yeah. But there's this game, which I was humoring getting before it comes out because Adventure Mode doesn't come out for another 2 months. Kind of got the same vibe.
Who's
I don't know
texting?
if any of you guys like roguelike.
If you want something with a good vibe that's similar to this, but like is more unhinged, you should try Caves of Kud. Like QU.
Oh, I think I know that one. Yeah.
Caves of Kud.
Yeah.
It's so fucking fun. I love just like having a mutant and like leveling up, and when I level up, I suddenly grow like 3 arms and a scorpion stinger. Or like going Esper route and getting to the point where you can make like you can precog literally. It's so fucking
Apologies
fun.
for
Okay,
that.
I think I know why I remember this. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry again. It's like I love when something happens and you like need to do it right now. It cannot wait.
That's fine.
Anyways, all right. So as we are traveling inland, Gerard, who is scouting from above, is the first one to notice this, and then after pointing that out to you, because it will not take too long. A few moments later, essentially, the rest of the group will be able to spot it as well. You will notice that a portion of the grasslands, the plains area that you are traveling through, seems to be covered, or rather there's some sort of maybe leak happening, because it's not a fog. After observing it from a safe distance, you are quite sure it's a gas, kind of greenish looking one.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice color to have on your gaseous leaks.
And actually,
Inform the party.
Gerard, I'm gonna give you advantage for this because you can like observe from the air. You can give me a perception check for like more details.
22.
All right. So we have 22. Thankfully, it's not fake. It's not like a milky fog kind of thing. So we are able to spot 2 things. One, you actually are able to determine that there is a leak from the ground. Essentially, you can spot not big, but still fissures, if that's the right word I'm using, in the ground, from where you can actually spot this like foul green gas being sprouted. Oh, perception. But yeah, I imagine like your perception has like even better
It was all
modifier.
Yeah, it had a higher modifier. It was an extra 2 on it.
Okay.
It would have been 24.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, one, you are able to spot those fissures. They are not large actually, so you're actually able to tell that this gas doesn't cover too much ground. Sadly, it's placed in a location that the group can bypass it, like avoid it. It just, you will need like, fuck, how do you say that in English? Like, it will take a little while longer, like you will need to spend extra time to flank it, bypass it in this environment. And 2, you are able to notice bodies inside that fog area. Not monsters, humanoids, mostly humans. You think you see features of some other races, like elves, primarily, or
My people?
1 or 2 even half orcs. Surprisingly enough, or like someone that with like orcish features but not fully. They look like some sort of militia. They do not have the colors of the Silver Knights, and it seems like for whatever reason they were unlucky enough to be in that fog cloud when it happened, and you see them lying on the ground in various positions. Actually, there are like only like 6 bodies. They are not moving, and you have a pretty good guess that they are dead by this point in time.
Big dead. Could I like fly up and try to see where it's coming up? Like, is it like just like a crack on the ground, or is there something that it's coming from?
Yeah, you don't need to roll because another roll will not give any more information. Gerard can like easily point it out because with that perception check he did notice the fissures, the cracks in the ground. Yeah, there are like 2 of them. They are not big, but they are apparently large enough to allow this like some sort of like toxic gas substance to spill into the air.
Can we make any sort of check to see if we can recognize what this gas is? Like a nature check or something?
Go ahead.
Alternatively, I also have detect poison and disease.
That would also be good. I will give someone advantage because I don't know enough about that.
I have +4 in nature, so I don't know if anyone has something better.
I think Hanami has an insane
I'm
nature.
for sure Hanami has like 10.
There we go. Hell yeah.
24.
Not the
All right.
24.
With that roll, this poisonous fall toxic gas doesn't have a name, but it is the process itself of this gas is it can exist in nature, so to speak, but the fact that it's here, it's definitely not natural. It's definitely another example of the world going to shit and the fucky wacky stuff, more or less. Hanami is absolutely certain this gas is very toxic. If you breathe it in, you essentially get sick for a period of time. Like, as in the second condition is automatic. You do not get a save against that. But you do get a save against something else. And with that roll, Hanami is able to tell that it would maybe not wreck, but put a strain on your constitution. As a failed saving throw would give you like a constitution damage. That would only go away after a long rest.
How far away are the bodies from like the safety of clear air?
Yeah, like what's the range of this gas?
Yeah, trying to gauge it, and I'm gonna say that like it takes you like, by this point in time, it's taking you around 10-15 minutes of like scouting the area and like trying to gauge it. Sorry, I cannot fucking spell that word. And you would say that the radius is... The total radius is 120 feet.
Okay, because what I was trying to do...
The bodies... the closest ones that are to the like safe area are... I'm gonna say 60 feet away from the like safe area.
Damn.
Sadly, all of them are within the like toxic area. And also with that roll, it's Hanami would even be able to like tell with like a pretty good guess, bordering on certainty. But it's more than likely that this crack like leak happened around the time when they were like going through here. And when it happened, the intensity of the gas was even higher. and judging from the bodies and its like spread, some of them, only a few of them, even had a moment to realize that, oh shit, we need to run, but they did not get far.
I see. Like before, like something came out of the ground, they were like, ah.
Yeah.
Looks to group.
Yeah, now
Do you want to
Hanami is
talk
like
to the people down there?
able to tell that yeah, it's toxic, but it's not instantly lethal.
Well, I had an idea, but they're too far away. I was just gonna send my mage hand to try to pick one up, but it cannot reach.
On top of that, Mage Hand can only do like 10 pounds, so.
I mean, yeah, but it can still try to pickpocket to see if they had anything.
Well,
I was just
I'm
gonna search on the
I was
pocket.
just gonna hold my breath. Because, you know, suffocating is a thing and there are mechanics for it.
Ooh, wait.
I'm just gonna stay high above it. It ain't my
Shit.
problem.
Well, you don't
Yeah,
know if the
but
gas
we
rises
gotta-
or sinks.
Heart of kids.
I'm saying going through it
Yeah.
for looting purposes, not for moving the cart
Ah.
through it purposes.
Okay. Okay. Hey, you do you.
Oh, root for you.
Hanami is just chilling in the back. It's like,
There are. You said there were like living people down there as well.
No, so apologies
It's
if
just
I was
bodies.
not clear. From what I described to Gerard, that there is no one moving down there in that group.
Right.
There are only bodies.
Okay. Okay. Then I am going to take any scrap cloth that we have, maybe for bandages, maybe for like another piece of clothing, because I have other clothes as well, and kind of tie it around my face and hold my breath. And this is I'm gonna run in there.
All right.
And I'm gonna try and loot bodies.
Okay. Just for posterity's sake, can you tell me like how long can you hold breath?
I can hold my breath for 4 minutes.
like a minute.
4 minutes.
4
like
minutes.
here.
Okay.
Ow.
6 bodies.
Yep, that's why I was like, yeah, I can do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask for a roll, and it's essentially to see how much you can loot, or because you on one hand you can hold your breath for 4 minutes. On the other hand, you still like looting bodies.
Yeah, I gotta
takes
sit
time.
and loot, yeah.
Yes. So I would ask of you to make me. Give me just a second. What would be the best thing in this case? Yeah, it's not about like even spotting loot itself. It's like
be
getting this.
dexterity?
It's getting it quickly. So yeah, I would ask of you a dexterity ability check, not a saving throw, just ability check.
You got it. Can I do acrobatic?
Acrobatic is mostly to like going through difficult terrain, like
Figured
my
I would
idea,
try.
not like. All right, so I'm gonna give you a choice.
Okay.
With that roll, you will only be able to get half, so 3 bodies worth of like looting them, and you will. By that point, you will know you have to like go to catch breath, or it's kind of like mostly a question to a player because the character itself like it's in a moment, or you can get all of them, but essentially the time runs out and you have to like even like instinctually like gasp for air and the gas will get in.
I'm going to take what I have and go and drop it off with the others and go like, and then after like 30 seconds of me breathing deeply, I'm gonna cover my nose and go back in.
Right. Let's see. No. Okay.
15 a good number.
Chance on an off chance you might get natural one. Give me one last dexterity ability check.
You got it.
All right. Okay. Getting the whatever seems useful out of the bodies. I'm gonna move you just from here. You're able to get out. I'm gonna say with that roll. Still, you are not the quickest. So give me, actually the DC would be quite low, DC 10, but give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, good enough. Because, well, we got 7 and a 10. While you managed to avoid direct exposure, so you avoided like breathing in directly, you still like push the time limit to its like fullest. And apparently, turns out like if you stick around there long enough, the toxic properties, or like diluted toxic properties, can cling to your clothes for a moment. So essentially, fruit went out, gasped for fresh air, and after the second time, she kind of had to like cough because the diluted version of this like toxic gas thing managed to like get in. But because it was like very, very indirect exposure, with a 14, your body just shrugs it off, no problem.
Good shit.
And even if gases and whatnot doesn't work out like that in real life, fuck you, we are playing in fantasy world.
None of us are chemistry majors, hopefully.
Wait. So okay. So the gas is sticking to your clothes.
A little bit.
Cringe. Okay, we don't like that. Please don't kill our kids.
I'm not standing near the kids.
I know.
I
Can
mean,
I
it's
try
not.
something really dumb?
It dissipated, Gamer.
Jesus. No.
Okay, yeah, but I was gonna. Okay.
Yeah,
Kind of
what do you wanna
clinks
fight for?
like, what's the good analogy? Essentially, like if you like use a perfume on yourself, like very like a lot of it, and you also like put like not on your skin but also on your clothes, and your clothes also like smell
Yeah.
like perfume. So it's
Like,
kind of
if you press digitate me and I explode, I'm gonna be so pissed. Don't fucking do it.
I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna do
Please,
something even
God.
worse.
Don't create water on top of me,
Yeah.
please. I'm
Dang
gonna
it.
cry.
How do you know? I was gonna give you a radioactive shower. It's just like in, you know how in labs they have this little shower for.
Yeah, the lab shower.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Dang it. Fine.
right. As you look over the loot you have acquired, as I mentioned, they were not members of the Silver Order. They were not the Silver Knights, but whoever these scouts, essentially, they look like a scouting party belonged to, they were quite well off. If you look at their equipment, one of them was a fan of also cards, as on the first body, the elven one. You find this.
Ooh. A turnip. Oh my god. Kids eating good.
It's probably a toxic turnip now.
Hell
One
yeah.
of the
You
one
know
of
you're
the
right.
one of the two half orcs had this.
Trilobite fossil. Oh my god.
So can I keep that one?
Okay.
The the second of the half orcs at this. And then the 3 humans, one of them at this. Second one of them apparently had like weird hobby for collecting because they had like, you know, dead mouse, rabbit's foot and whatnot.
A rogue. Alright, I'm gonna be throwing out any food also, just because, you know, poison.
Poison
and
should kill.
the last of the humans, you didn't really like had a very good look on their like features, plus the bodies were in a little bit of decay from the death itself and the toxic fumes. But perhaps one of them had maybe was quite a Casanova, or definitely had some conquest in their now deceased
Oh no.
life, as
Mm,
you find some undergarments.
This fucking guy.
no, no.
Parenting compass. I'm not taking the mouse. I am taking the rabbit's foot. Does anybody want any of this? Other than, obviously, the trilobite fossil.
Yoink.
Okay.
I
Any
don't.
of you guys else want anything?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Then I shall put it in the keep, I guess you could say.
Quite a bit of money though, so that's nice.
Yes, it is. I'm not taking the undergarments. Not
I'm glad you're not.
yeah, I think that's all I need. Okay, cool. Third is inspecting the tarot cards, amused.
I just imagine Truth is like collectible
Oh, she
from
just
my
has
game.
she's never seen them.
I know, but I
So
just
she-
imagine Truth being like, oh, I must collect them all.
She definitely does say, like, I wonder if there's more of these.
Yes.
Very pretty.
Beatrix will probably tell you that, yeah, there's
It's like,
this one, and this
I
one,
want this one.
and this one.
Does anyone look
continue.
at the journal of
Oh,
one
right,
of the
yes.
deceased?
Oh, I missed that. Yes.
I would like to, yes. That's my bad.
All right.
mean-
Go ahead, Jared.
I'm a nosy guy. I probably would have went right for the journal as soon as I saw it. Just like
Sure.
someone's life.
Diary time.
Okay. So, there are two main parts of this journal. One is written in just plain old regular common, describing more or less just average standard events of life of this now deceased fella. However, you quickly paging through it, like jumping through the pages, you also find several passages that that it takes you a moment to like register, but then it clicks to you that they are written in a cipher.
Mm.
As in, you need to like decode them essentially to understand what they are
Now look
saying.
at our two rogues who are smart.
I'm smart.
I believe in you.
What am I rolling? I didn't hear you for a second.
You gotta decipher a cipher, so we'll see what Chucky need to roll.
What am I doing? How am I rolling?
if you're trying to do that, however, I'm using it might be Thieves' Tools. Will not work in this situation.
It make kind of sense, yeah.
I wanna say this is not a saving throw.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. It's gonna be weird, but also for whatever reason, it shows to me, Gerard, that we are level 10. The party is now level 11.
Oh, that sheet does not represent my actual character sheet.
You are using the Beyond. Okay.
I use
Beyond,
D&D.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I use both because
Ay, ay, ay.
it depends on what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, can you update your D&D, your the one on here for me, in case you're not here? I can
Yes.
control you.
So you know
and-
what? Either sleight of hand or insight. Your choice.
We all know
Alright.
that if I have a choice.
Right. Yeah, well, 25. It still takes you a few minutes, and I imagine by that point in time, and this might be happening while traveling, as Gerard is sitting in the in the cart, as you have started to move forwards. But you are able to crack it. In the end, it wasn't that super hard. The person that ran this journal obviously knew the basics, but they were not the professional encryptor, so to speak. They were not like the spy. They knew the basics. And essentially, from cracking this journal, you learn one bit of information. You realize these folks, they were not official force army, but they were mercenaries employed by the port of Twin Towers. More specifically, by the admiral that runs the port in the time of crisis, such as this one. Which
The
means
port of what? Sorry.
which means they are quite far away from their home, I suppose. The port of Twin Towers.
I see. I see.
Which I hope that icon is visible.
It is not.
It is or it isn't, sorry.
It is not.
Which is weird because it's globally visible, I should say. Actually, do you have... In the journal notes, do you have the toggle notes display clicked, or...
Wait.
Because I remember there was a setting that you had to click to actually see the icons on the map.
Hmm. Where is it again? Sorry.
It should be on the left, on the journal notes, and then toggle notes display.
I see it.
Level 11 now.
Of Twin Towers. Scary place.
Mm.
Yes, you are guessing that the reason why they had so much money on them is that, well, they're paid quite well by the admiral to scout that place out here. And in the end, it was not the monsters that did them in, but just freakish accident.
Earth fart.
Hmm.
Also, you do find some random, not so interesting passageways about the life in the port, the martial law, the admiralty ruling this place. There are one or two mentions of the Pale Lady.
Oh no. That is scary. Sorry.
More like that this is something
Yeah,
that
what's
just
up?
they like heard. That is like basically the town guard, the city is on the lookout for any signs of activity in regards to whoever is revering this like pale lady.
Hmm. Big sus.
What happened?
Yeah, apart from Pale Lady, there's also like one of the last passages that were made in the city. Judging from the description, he did it shortly before they left for their mission, which was saw a weird mark on the wall. In common, trace the blood. Ugh, I just hope it's not connected to the Pale Lady thing, or even worse, not another thing. End of passage. Yeah. In terms of like maybe interesting information, that's pretty much it.
Hmm. Alright. Hmm. Well, that's concerning. Smile. Looks at group who isn't responding.
I've been talking this entire time. I hate myself. I was saying I just really hope that the quote unquote salvation that we need to find it's not connected to like the spell lady. Because we have the Silver Knights and the Pale Lady.
Yeah.
We kind of made the crow angry. I don't know if that gamer is still alive.
I hope not.
We're hoping making him non-existent works.
No, he's still alive, but
I mean, if I'm gonna say if we don't really find any other information, I think just going to the port to try to get information may be the best bet. As dangerous as that is, going to a place full of possible pirates.
I mean, to be fair, pirates usually will have the best information.
Pirates.
I need to clarify. Port of Twin Towers, it's not a pirate city.
Oh no.
No, yeah, but it says that the leader used to be a pirate or something like that, like rumors of it. So I'm like,
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. But Beatrix is like, I'm looking for the wars because the wars has happened on every single thing we have done. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if a port city is now currently like overrun by some sort of bandits or pirates.
Humble bitches.
On
I
that
mean, we'll
note,
need to go
it's
anyways.
not a small recon, but I now remember something, and also you would find this passage, this information in the journal. Basically, an opinion of the owner of the journal that whatever this hogwash about some salvation is, it's bullshit. If we are to survive, throw our backs behind the admiral, fortify the city, hope for the best. Something along those lines. It's like not directly written as I said it, but essentially this deceased one was of the opinion that yeah, this salvation doesn't fucking exist. If we are to survive, if that's even possible, they seemed to have a relatively high opinion of the admiral.
And the admiral is the one who runs the port city.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, I believe you have learned that information, and I believe I even showed you the
I'm just double checking because I forget things. Not really.
yeah, you should see that in the dramatis personae, the admiral page.
Alright. Well, I feel we'll need to go to the port city anyway just to restock on basic supplies as much
Yeah.
as we can. And maybe it's alright. I doubt it, but maybe. Not much else we can choose to do. Thoughts, gamers?
Sits on rock. We can choose to not do anything.
Yeah,
It's
I could also
harder.
choose to die, but we're not going.
Yeah, but I'm not choosing that. So, I mean, yeah, it's just the port is the best idea we've had, I think.
Mm.
And at least this journal confirmed our suspicions
Mm-hmm.
that there's still people there.
Alright, let's continue. Let's make our way around this.
Alright. As you are continuing your journey, you have to deal like with twice with not even a group, just between 2 to 3 wild, feral, half mad, starving animals, like wildlife, that normally would not even fucking bother you, but due to everything that's happening, they just like almost in like blindless zombie rage. They try to attack the closest visible target, but again, they prove to be no challenge at all.
I think Thrud would mostly try to avoid fighting with animals for Hanami's sake. Or at least, like, just kind of giving them the slip if we do encounter them.
Okay.
So we don't kill them.
A fair. You know what? With some others helping, you can give me a stealth check with advantage.
I have the highest stealth. Why are we?
Because I take more initiative than you. Speak up, bitch.
If you want to roll Gerard, you may as well.
No, I'm good. That's high enough. I was just really confused for a second.
Alright, then I'm gonna retract what I said and state that because the feral animals are not the most inconspicuous sort, yeah, you are able to avoid dealing with them altogether, which costs a little bit extra time, but it's not something that gives you like terrible bother.
Thrud feels bad that we constantly have to kill animals, so she's trying to save as many animals as possible for Hanami's sake.
Beatrix is this like every time we have to kill an animal, Beatrix is like, gonna
Yeah.
go up.
Thrud is like this. We have a whole family of animal lovers here. I can't do this to
I
them.
know.
Stabs deer.
Stop.
That one monkey, never forget.
No, oh god.
We'll never forget
No,
him.
the monkey. But yeah, like Beatrix understands that we need to eat and stuff. It just still hurts for her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because her whole farm died.
I might suspect the answer, but I'm just gonna ask either way. Somehow, does Hanami notice Fruits trying to, go out of her way to like avoid and dealing with more animals?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
To
Yeah,
be
that's
fair, I expected that answer, but I still had to ask.
I did too, but also it's what Thrud would do. I cannot do it. She would just consciously be like, "Oh no, I don't want to hurt the animals."
Okay. As the afternoon rolls in, with the weather that's mercifully not super fucking terrible, as in for once there's no umbral storm happening, there's no rain of ash, even though the skies are pretty cloudy. You think it's best not to like stare too much up for the prolonged period of time. You will notice what turns out to be a farm of sorts, or basically like one small but quite sturdy looking hut with a not too big field next to it. And even from far away, you notice two humanoid figures. However, as you are approaching, obviously at this point, carefully, you will notice, and let's see what you will notice. Whoever wants to make a perception check, you can.
Yes, Dad.
So there's a slight problem, and I'll show you why. Observe in the chat. I can't get to my mouse right now.
Oh,
Ah.
look at you.
There's a
look at
slight
you.
issue.
Alright, that is fair.
Let me
That's
see
a nice
if I can
looking
get
cut.
it out from under him. Thank you. Okay, I was able to get it out from under him without him being pissed.
Alright.
24 is very nice.
Okay, I don't see any other rolls, so... Yeah, with a 12, Fruit is...
Distracted.
Yes, distracted is the best word. With a
My
20...
rolls are always on delay.
With a 20, what Gerard picks up and focuses most on is the fact that, they look like commoners, peasants, essentially farmers. And you notice that as more and more moments are passing by, as you're observing the situation and slowly approaching this general vicinity, they are not moving at all. And Beatrix with a natural 20 for a total of 24. You are able to pick all of that up, and you also realize that it's not that they're like standing still, like, you know, as like a log with, you know, their hands right next to their bodies. They seem to be being still, like half movement. One of them is like standing still, like in half swinging his plow, plowing tool. I like the proper
Mm-hmm.
word.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. And the second one was placing a piece of wood with one hand, and then the other they are holding like a chopping axe.
Mm,
You know, with that roll, they are not turned to stone. They all
they're just
have
paralyzed.
like the regular like colors, complexion of like regular human mortal farmers. They are just not moving.
I don't like this. Beatrix will assume that they're paralyzed because I do have hold person. Wait, do I? I don't remember if I do actually have it. I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So I'll assume they're paralyzed, and I'm going to point it out to everyone that they seem to be standing still, frozen in time, but not petrified, which I don't know how better that is. Do I not see it like any source of it? I assume I don't see like something scurrying along the fields or something like that.
No, well, even with that roll, you do not see. You see nothing else.
We leave the car here and investigate, or should we make a wider berth around this place?
A hasty escape.
What did it say?
You said a hasty escape.
Oh. We should probably give it like a wide berth, but Beatrix will probably keep watch trying to see if something is going to like ambush us. Because I don't want like a wizard come out of a hut and suddenly like boom, paralyze everyone.
I would like to keep watch as well, as we are moving around this.
Is there is there any houses near the paralyzed people, or they were just like literally in the middle of the field?
There is a farming field, a small one, and right next to it there's a hut, like a wooden, sturdy-looking hut. That's looks big enough to just house two people comfortably.
Nervously looks at Gerard, hoping he doesn't run off.
No. You have a tether on me. I can't run around.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't like doing that. Like, having someone tied to me. You can do whatever you want.
I thought it was funny. Okay, well, I'm still not going to run off.
Makes me feel bad.
And I
will grace you all with exactly one not running off.
I really want to figure out what's going on, but at the same time, I'm very scared. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna roll stealth with advantage because I have my Cloak of Elvenkind with a 29.
Oh.
And I'm going to go investigate. I'm gonna tell everybody, like, hey, if someone wants to come with me, they can, but I'm gonna go investigate just in case something valuable is there, and that will help us.
All right.
So, if anyone wants to come with me, you can, but I'm stealthing over.
I am not going to stealth with you. I'll just like fly slightly like up and keep watch to where you're going.
Okay.
Well, try to find you.
Give
I
me
assume.
like a covering fire if something happens.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast. I got Eldritch Blast.
Oh, right, you do.
I can like hit you from afar to get you out of the paralyzed. Just wake up, wake up, wake up.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go investigate and keep my eyes big open. Keep my ears keen.
All right. With that result, as you are approaching the situation, nothing attacks you, nothing ambushes you, and as an expert adventurer and veteran of many battles, perhaps scouting missions as well, we are able to reach the unassuming average looking hut with no problem. Although I say average, but the fuck was that?
Sorry. Stretching and it was hurting really bad.
Ah,
You
okay.
Oh.
fool.
Hope it's better now. Yes. So I'm assuming, but from up close you can tell that the wood, the logs that were used to make this hut, they were like very thick. Even with your weapons, it would take a moment to chop it chop it down.
Are there any windows?
They are barred, like they do not have glass windows. They have basically the holes for like window-esque stuff, but they are essentially closed and from inside.
Can I look? Is there enough room for me to like look through and see what's inside, or are they like completely barricaded?
You can attempt. The door itself is ajar, like partially open.
Ah. Then I will peek through the crack in the door, please.
Okay. But give me a perception check.
You got it. 23.
All right. So, good news, because of that natural 20 and 29, what you notice doesn't notice you back. You have no explanation for what it is, but when you look through the door and try to very carefully peek inside, in like the darker shadowed corner of this hut, not looking at you, what you see, for a lack of better description, and I'm just gonna say that in this world, clockwork as a concept started existing enough so that characters might recognize what it is. You see a shape of a face, maybe. Only a face that's floating in the air, but it's not made out of skin. It's made out of gears and clockworks. It lasts, you imagine, perhaps even less than a second. Between one blink and the next one, it's just gone.
Does my blind sense say it's around me? Or is it just like
It's
there
gone.
and then gone?
It's gone.
I'm gonna gently open the door. And I look around even more. Is it like for real gone?
Nothing attacks you. You spot nothing else. Nothing else that would pose danger to you. But you notice something about the surrounding. The interior, the walls, the whatever furniture was inside, it looked, when you first picked it looked squeaky clean, like it was like properly taken care of every day, every hour even. And now it's worn down, full of dust. You see cobwebs in the like corners of the rooms, of the room near the ceiling. Something you could have sworn wasn't there just a moment ago.
Oh. Interesting.
Yay.
Sensing no immediate threats, I'm gonna look around outside. Do I see the thing, or is it still like just gone somewhere?
It's gone. And you know what else is gone?
The people?
Yep.
Okay. She just like turns around from the door and sees that there's no people, and just kind of looks at Beatrix and looks at where the people were and looks at
Wait.
Beatrix again.
Do I see them be gone? Are they gone for me too?
As you... It takes your mind a moment to register, because the abruptness of this event, you know, your brain just takes a moment to like, wait, like, your
Like,
brain needs to
wait, yeah, they're gone.
catch up. And you realize that, yeah, but where those two farmers were like frozen in doing their thing, you do not see them anymore.
Okay, I'm just going to signal for you to get the fuck out of there. And get out. Come back.
Do I see anything in the room that is valuable to us
It's
in the
a
actual house?
it's a farmer's peasant's
Yeah, I
hut.
figured out.
No.
She's sprinting. She's like monk sprinting. She's like fucking like